Hey, what's up you guys, it's Caboose XP. I'll bring you another Avengers Project video. This is a game that was announced last year, actually literally a year ago, and we had no real information about it, no details about what the game was about or what's going on, and finally today we got some details. Now before we jump into this, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video as it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. With that said, well, let's just jump right into this. So like I said, to give you a little bit of backstory in case you don't know what this is or what's going on here, last year, literally in January of 2017, there was an announcement from Marvel about this new Avengers game. Nobody knew what it's about. Nobody still really knows what it's about. All we know is that it's being made by Square Enix, and as far as we know, it is being called the Avengers Project. Now today, or just the other day actually, on February 2nd, Marvel Games had put out a tweet that was detailing a bunch of new staff that was put on this game, as well as some minor details as to what we can expect from the Avengers Project. So with that said, let's read out what we got here and see what's going on with this game. Now, most of the article actually just details some of the new staff that was hired on for the game, some people that were hired behind the scenes, and these are very talented people that have worked in the gaming industry. And if you want to read up and see some of the people that they've hired and some of the things that these people have done in the gaming industry, like working on games like Uncharted, The Last of Us, Dead Space, Arkham Origins, and much more, you can definitely check the link in the description and you can read this full article head to toe for yourselves. But essentially what I want to talk here about is a direct quote that I'm going to pull from the article, and this is from one of the developers that they had mentioned in the article, and they say, "We're committed to delivering an incredible, completely original Avengers experience to our gamers, and that means we are always looking to add amazing developers to our existing, best-in-class studio talent. As development progresses, our studio continues to grow. The tremendous progress we made on the Avengers Project further dives us toward our goal of crafting something all Marvel fans will be proud of, and you will play for years to come. We can't wait to show you what we mean in the future." And that is what ends the article here. But of course, like I said, there's a lot more to read up on, and you should definitely check the link in the description so that you can see a lot of the new talent that has been added to this game. It's this direct quote that really intrigues me, as they mention here that Marvel fans will be really proud of the Avengers Project and we will play it for many years to come. So when I hear that there's going to be a game that is going to have that kind of longevity and that we'll be playing it for years, it usually right away to me means that there's going to be online or multiplayer in some way. It's either that or they are planning some serious post-launch support for this single-player game, if it were to be single-player with a bunch of DLC or updates or additional characters added to the game. I have no idea, but I'm assuming, and I think it's safe to assume, that when they say that this is going to be a game that we will play for years to come, that they mean that there is going to be some sort of online or multiplayer in the game. Now, if we rewind back a couple months into September, there was some job listings that had leaked online for Crystal Dynamics, I believe it was, which is working on the Avengers Project, in which they were looking for people that had experience in that field, as in multiplayer and online experience. So everyone started to speculate back then that maybe the Avengers Project was going to have some sort of multiplayer aspect to it. And well, now that we hear this direct quote about the Avengers Project itself that says we're going to be playing the game for years to come, it leads me to believe that we will indeed have some sort of online aspect in the game. Now, in those same job listings where they were looking for people that had experience in online and multiplayer, they were also looking for people that had experience in third-person cover-based games. So I don't expect it to be something like a Marvel Heroes where it's top-down or anything. This looks like it's going to be legit. It's going to have that third-person perspective, just like, you know, the Arkham games or even Spider-Man PS4 that's coming up. And it's going to be, it seems at least, an online game, considering that they're expecting the game to last for years to come. And oh my goodness, if this is the case, if both of these things are to be true, then I cannot freaking wait to see what's in store for the Avengers Project. And I'm hoping we get to see some actual footage in game or some sort of official trailer for the game sometime really soon, maybe come an E3 time. Now, one thing that I've said about this game, and I will drive this point home because I want to reiterate it again, is that I hope the narrative of the game isn't driven through some creative character. Like, I don't want to start the Avengers Project and I am just some random SHIELD agent and I get to give him superpowers or something. Like, no, please Let me play as Iron Man, let me play as Captain America, and all the other Avengers on that roster. Like, that would be so much fun. And I also mentioned back in my video in September talking about the job listings, if there is going to be some online aspects to this game, it would be so cool if there were some versus modes. You know, something like heroes versus villains. Imagine how cool that could be. Like a capture the flag type of game mode where you got Iron Man fighting the Hulk and everything. Oh man, it would be so freaking awesome. And especially now that Marvel has acquired the rights to some of the Fox properties, we can have the X-Men characters involved in there as well. Because I know with games like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they were kind of restricted to only the Marvel characters that Marvel Studios had the rights to. But now that they have the rights to pretty much all their characters, at least that deal is being finalized and it's in its final stages, we can possibly see the X-Men characters in the Avengers Project, and oh man, that would be a sight to see. If there were some of these online modes involved in this game, you can bet that I will be playing it for years to come. But that's it. That brings us to the end of the video and the details that we got for the Avengers Project. I now kick it to you guys. What are you most excited for from this game? Do you think that we're going to have some online aspects in the game? And what do you think it could be? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Hoping that we get to hear some more information about this game soon. And I'm thinking that maybe E3 is going to be the time for that, as it is, of course, the grandest stage of them all for video games. And with that said, I'm Caboose XBL, and once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.